In the comments of my Scottish Culture Shocks video, quite a lot of people said that one of the main things that they found hard to get used to was the different words that we use in Scotland and in the UK. So not just like the slang words that Scottish people use, but also the different words that we use in the UK as a whole. So I'm going to go through some of those words that mean the same thing, but they're just totally different. Again, a little disclaimer, I want to say that not everyone in the UK and Scotland will use these words, and I'm not 100% sure which other countries use the other words as well. Like, you might live outside of the US, but you might also use some of these words as well. So the majority of people that watch my videos are from the US. That is why I'm sort of generalising here and saying like this is Scotland, UK versus American words, because obviously it's not going to be just the US that use these words. So I'm generalising, I know, but I can't list every single country and all the differences and things, so yeah. So I'm going to go through some of the words that we use here that might confuse you if you're coming from a different country. So what you might call a commercial on TV, we would call an advert. We'll say the adverts on the telly or the TV. When you're talking about the trunk of your car, if you're opening your car trunk, we call the trunk the boot. So we open the boot of our car. In relating to cars, so instead of opening the hood, we would open the bonnet or pop the bonnet. But again, that varies, and some people here will say hood, but quite a lot of people say bonnet to mean hood. What you call a fanny pack, we call a bum bag. Fanny means bum in the US from what I understand. Here, fanny means vagina, but I wouldn't say fanny to mean bum here because people will be confused. If you're like, oh my fanny, they'll be like, I think most people will know what a fanny pack is here, but we just don't call it that. Sneakers is another one. We don't say sneakers, we say trainers. Again, some places in Scotland will say gutties. Generally we would say trainers. French fries, obviously we say chips, and then what you call chips, we call crisps. Cotton candy, we call it candy floss. Don't know why, but we call it candy floss. A cell phone, we would say a mobile phone or just a mobile or just a phone, but we don't call it a cell or a cell phone. I just say phone, and most people I know generally just say phone, but a lot of people would say mobile or mobile phone. If you're going to the supermarket, or here's another one I've just thought of, if you're going to the mall, we would say the shopping centre, or we're just going shopping. We don't say we're going to the mall. We'll say the name of the shopping centre, like one in Glasgow for example is Braehead. That's a pretty popular one. They would say I'm going to Braehead. They wouldn't say I'm going to the mall or I'm going to the shopping centre. Where I was going with that, parking lot, we say car park, we don't say parking lot. And again, the shopping thing, what you would call a shopping cart or a cart, we call a trolley. When we go to the shop, we'll get a trolley or a basket and do our shopping. On to babies. Pacifier, we call it a dummy. A diaper, we call it a nappy. Always a nappy. This was one I found interesting. So we usually call a stroller, like to carry a baby. We call it a pram, or the ones that you would put toddlers in. They're buggies or push chairs, but I never really hear MD here saying push chair, so we call them buggies or prams. This is another kind of common one. So you would probably say trash, trash can. We would say a bin. We'd call it a dustbin, a bin. A wheelie bin is those bins that we have outside the house to put rubbish in, our bin bags and stuff. So you might call it garbage or trash. We would call it rubbish or just bin. You put your rubbish in the bin, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So apartment, we would call it a flat. Multi-storey flats, high flats. So here's another well-known one. What you call soccer, we call football, or Scottish people would call it football. Football is what you call it here, because you're kicking a ball with your foot. Sorry, I'm not going to start an argument. A sweater, we would call it a jumper. Or a hoodie, like a hooded sweater is a hoodie, but a sweater, like a woolly sweater, or just, you know, a sweatshirt or something, we would just call it a jumper. But I know that yous call what we would call a jumpsuit, like an all-in-one, I think yous call that a jumper, and what we call a play suit, yous call a romper. Another one, bangs. I have heard some English people say bangs before, but I think it's just like bloggy people, I'm not sure. But what yous would call bangs, we would call a fringe. Candy, we don't say candy, we say sweets or sweeties. So a yard or a lawn is a garden here, but we don't say mowing the lawn, we say cutting the grass. But when we cut the grass, we use a lawnmower and we call it a lawnmower. So I don't know why that is, but we cut the grass in our garden with a lawnmower. The sidewalk, here it's pavement. Well, this was one that I found interesting. So somebody's getting married, they go out for their bachelor party. Here it's a stag do or a stag party, or a bachelorette party would be a hen do or a hen party. No idea why. A vacation, if you're going on vacation, we are going on holiday. We don't go on vacation. Another one that I found interesting and I'd never ever thought about before, but I think I saw it on Evan Thingy's Twitter, sorry, names, not good with names, what you would call sprinkles and put on your ice cream, you know, the wee coloured rainbow things, but people here call them hundreds and thousands all over the UK. But people do still say sprinkles, but hundreds and thousands is a common thing as well. A popsicle, that's a funny word to me, but a popsicle here is an ice lolly or just a lolly. Like a lolly is obviously a lollipop, but an ice lolly is a popsicle. We don't call them popsicles. An elevator, here it's a lift. And a truck, we do still use the word truck here, but we also call them lorries. And also a fun I was going to say a fun tongue twister, can't even say the words fun tongue twister. Oh my god. When I was wee, my dad used to always try and get me to say red lorry, yellow lorry over and over and over. Try it. Red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry, yellow lorry, red lorry. Oh my god. So I can't say fun tongue twister, but I can say that. So those are some word differences between UK, Scotland and America, other places. There are so many more word differences than I've actually included in this video, so I might need to do another one of these at some point. That is it. If you have any more, leave them in the comments. So if you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe. I upload videos twice a week. I aim to upload twice a week. Click the wee notification bell if you want notified of when I upload. Thanks very much for watching and I'll see you later. Bye.